very first lecture related with our syllabus curriculum framed, designed and given by the Pharmacy Council of India. A very good morning to you all once more, and today we are going to discuss onto the topic. The name of the topic is the pilot plant scale up technique. Now, what is this pilot plant? And what is the meaning of the scale up? Scale up, that is the process of shifting. The scale up, that is the process of moving. The scale up, that is the process of one step ahead, one step beyond that of the lab scale. So pilot plant scale up, that means whatever the experiments we are performing into the lab, they has to be upgraded to the higher level, and that higher level is said to be the pilot plant. And above the pilot plant there is a plant, so that plant refers to that of the commercial manufacturing processes. So in case of pharmaceutical companies, there is a great significance of these three levels, that is the lab scale, pilot plant scale and the plant scale. Now before directly moving to the academic details, we'll just have a look over onto this particular clip. So just watch this clip. Okay, that's fine. So I hope that all of you had gone through this particular clip. So what do you came to know through this clip? In that particular clip, in that particular short video of few seconds, you might have seen that what are the different processes that are occurring at a industrial scale. But directly these processes cannot be achieved. Directly these processes cannot be selected. And these has to go through a series of processes, a series of steps. As already I told you that lab scale to pilot plant and then to the plant one. So the content that we are going to be studying in this particular topic are pilot plant scale up techniques. We have to go through the different kinds of definitions related with the plant, pilot plant. Then we have to go through the objective. What are the objective of designing the pilot plant and the scale up techniques? The different steps that are involved when we are moving, when we are upgrading the lab to pilot to the plant, and some of the considerations onto which we have to give due attention while doing the process of scale ups. So that will be the flow of our today's lecture: definition, objectives, steps in scale up, and the general considerations. Now let us see the definitions of the plant, pilot plant, and the scale up. As already I told you that the plant, that is at the topmost. And when we are talking about the plant, we have to define it. So how we can define as far as the plants are concerned? Basically the plants, these are dealing or these are involving with 5 M's. 5 M's. Now what are these 5 M's? These are money, material, man, method, and machine. Now all these 5 M, somewhere you will going to find 3 M, that is the money, material, and the man. Most of they may not mention the method and machine, but all these are directly, indirectly responsible for the process of the manufacturing. So there is a great significance of all these five, that is the man, machine, material, method, and the money. So if we want to define it, how we will define it? It is a place where the five M's like money, material, man, method, and machine are brought together for the manufacturing of the product. So the ultimate aim of all these five in order to club together is to get the product. And how to obtain this particular product? Through the process of the manufacturing. So for manufacturing directly, all these are responsible. We have to give input of all these in order to manufacture a particular kind of product. Then the pilot plant. Now pilot plant is what? It is particularly the process in which we are going to be moving, we are going to be shifting from lab scale formula to that of the industrial scale in order to get the viable product. So it is the part of the pharmaceutical industry where a lab scale formula is transformed into a viable product by the process of development of liable and practical procedures of manufacture. See, whatever the thing we are performing in case of lab, as such, this cannot be applied, this cannot be implemented at the plant scale. Now, the pilot plant, that is the link between the lab and the actual commercial plant. All the processes that are carefully analyzed, all the processes that are carefully studied, all the processes that are carefully approved in case of the pilot plant, so that these can be applied, these can be installed into the ultimate plant. Now, what is the scale up? The scale up, that is nothing but it is the art. Art of what? The art for designing of prototype. Prototype is nothing but the replica. Prototype is nothing but the model. The prototype is nothing but the design, right? So that is based on the data obtained from the pilot plant models. So basically the scale up is, if we want to define what it is the art for designing of prototype using the data obtained from the pilot plant model. What are the objective of the pilot plant scale-ups? Now the objectives are, because there is necessity to have the objective, and if we are not going to be having the pilot plant and its objective, the ultimate outcome cannot be obtained, because as such, without pilot plant, if one go for manufacturing of a particular product, pilot plant, that will require the huge investment of money, and if that is not carefully analyzed, everything that will goes into vain. So for that purpose, the first objective behind the pilot plant and scale up technique is to try the process on a model of proposed plant before committing large sum of money on a production unit. As I told you that we have to go for setup of a plant, and in order to set up this particular plant, we require the investment. And if we are not going to be carefully analyzing that one, the required output in case of the plant in the form of the production is concerned, that may not be achieved. The second objective is examining, examination. Examination of what? Examination of the processes, examination of the result, confirmation of the steps that had been carried out at lab scale. So examination of the formula to determine its ability to withstand the batch scale. Every time it may not be possible that what the results we had obtained at lab scale, what the efficiency we had obtained what the yield we had obtained in case of lab through the laboratory experiments, the same results, the same yield, the same output may not be obtained in case of the plant without confirming in the process of the pilot plant. So that's why the pilot plant, it will act as an examination center. It will examine the formula to determine its ability to withstand the batch scale and the process modification. If necessary, the experiments, if necessary, the processes, if necessary, the steps in case of the lab scale, that can be modified and that can be further taken to the plant. The third important objective is evaluation and validation. Evaluation and validation of processes and the evaluation and validation of the equipments. Whether the processes that had been adopted, these are standard or not. If necessary, these are modified and that had been set up, that had been made as the SOPs. Whatever the equipments had been suggested through the lab experiments, whether these are suitable for the pilot and the plant scale or not. So all these will be evaluated carefully and validated in case of the pilot plant studies. That is the processes and the equipments. Now, what are the different steps that are involved during the process of shifting from lab to pilot to the plant? So that is said to be the steps in case of the scale up. There are 5 to 6 different steps that are involved in the process of scaling up of the pilot plant. So the very first step that will consist of define product economics based on projected market size and competitive selling and provide guidance for allowable manufacturing cost. See, here it is important to see the market. What is the projected market? Nowadays, the companies, these are going to be working onto the vaccines, onto the COVID-19. Every company who is having their capacity, they are involving, they are investing their large amount of money into that one. Why it is? Because of the projected market size. Because there is n number of users. There is a huge market for the COVID-19 vaccine. So most companies, these are going to be investing, and the whole world that is in need of their product. So it is very necessary to define the product economics based on the projected market size. Market size is too much. If the market size is too much, we cannot go for charging the product at a higher price, right? Because there is a large business, and in case of large business, if the turnover is getting increased, definitely the prices that will goes down. So there is a necessity to consider the economical aspect, and the first step in case of scale up, that is the consideration of the economical aspect based on the projected market size. We need to maintain the competitive price. It should not be too much high so that the ultimate consumer user patient that cannot afford. It should not be too much low so that the expenditure of the manufacturers that cannot be maintained, that cannot be regained. It should be competitive. It should be such that it should be at a borderline of all these with some reasonable amount of profit. The manufacturers, they has to maintain the competitive price and provide guidance for allowable manufacturing cost. Yes, what is the production cost? What is the selling price? That should be carefully analyzed based on the different analytical techniques, analytical methods that has to be designed and that has to be decided. The second step is the conduction of the studies, the conduction of the laboratory studies and scale up planning at the same time. Every time we cannot trust onto the results that has been obtained through the lab scale at the institutional level or at a university levels. So these has to be further carried at the pilot plant, and there again they has to be carefully undergone the different studies, and the confirmation should be obtained that whatever the study has been performed, that is, it's okay, it's fine to go with the same, and if necessary that has to be modified in order to scale up planning at the same time. So this decision has to be taken, and this is the second step in case of the scale up process. The third step is the defining the key rate controlling steps in the proposed processes. Now, what is this rate controlling processes? The rate controlling processes that will consist of the process that we are going to be implementing. If the processes are lengthy, how we can go on reducing, how we can go on decreasing the number of steps so that the production efficiency that can be increased. The process has to be carefully analyzed, that has to be designed. At the same time, the rate at which the production that will occur, again that is important. So the processes has to be carefully confirmed. At the same time, the production has to be maintained at a constant rate. So the different steps, the different rate controlling steps that has to be decided, and that has to be clearly defined in case of the scale up techniques. So that is the third step. The fourth step is the conduction of the preliminary larger than laboratory studies. As already I told you that if suppose at lab scale, if we are going to be manufacturing, let us say for example tablets, some 50 number of tablet. Now the same type of tablet can be produced in number of say 500 or say in number of 5000. So larger than the laboratory studies. And to these 500 or to these 5000, the results, the evaluation processes that has to be carried out, and the result of all these that has to be carefully analyzed. So whether the same kind of result that are going to be obtained or not. Conduct preliminary larger than laboratory studies with equipment to be used in rate controlling step to aid in plant design. Let's say, for example, at lab scale, we are going to be using the autoclave of uh, say 20 liter capacity, or say fermenter if it is of 5 liter capacity. Now, in case of lab scale, we have to move to the some 50 liter of capacity. And if we are going to be increasing the equipment size, so whether it will be having its effect onto the processes, whether it will be having its effect onto the results, onto the yield, onto the ultimate product or not. So that should be studied. And that is the fourth step in case of the scale up techniques. The fifth step, that is the designing and construction of a pilot plant, including provisions for processes and environmental controls. Every time all these processes, it cannot be possible to maintain at the lab scale. And pilot plant, that is nothing but the replica. Pilot plant, it is nothing but the model of the actual plant. So the pilot plant that should provide the all provisions for the processes and the environmental controls, like say the cleaning, sanitizing system, packaging, waste handling system. No doubt to all these, then it should meet to that of the regulatory agencies requirements also. That is, say how much amount of size is required, what are the equipments are required, No doubt the equipment that are used at lab scale, no doubt the equipment that are used as plant scale and the pilot plant scale, these are different ones. But at least they should meet the requirement which are framed, which are given by the regulatory agencies. So the first step, that is nothing but the design and construct a pilot plant, including provisions for process and environmental controls, cleaning and sanitizing systems, packaging and waste handling system, and meeting the regulatory agency requirements. The sixth step in case of scaling up is the evaluation. Evaluate pilot plant results in terms of processes are concerned, in terms of products are concerned, including the processes, that is the economics. Yeah. So we were on to the very last stage, that is the evaluation. Evaluation of the pilot plant results, that is in terms of the product and the process, including process economics, to make any corrections and a decision on whether or not to proceed with a full-scale pilot plant development. So it is a particular stage which is said to be the pilot plant, which is ultimately responsible for taking a decision whether to go ahead or not, or to stop or to modify the process. So the careful evaluation that will going to be done at a particular pilot plant level. Now the next question is that why to conduct the pilot plant studies? What are the reasons in order to perform the pilot plant studies? So most of the reasons that already we had covered, that a pilot plant allows investigation of a product and processes on an intermediate scale before large amount of money that are committed to full scale production. So as I told you that this is the particular stage which will determine whether it is worthy to put the money in the process in order to take it at a plant scale or not. So the money, that is most important one. The second reason that why the study has to be performed, it is usually not possible to predict the effect of manifold increase in scale, because in case of lab, what we are doing, we are taking a very small amount, and the processes which we are carrying out, the steps we are applying onto this small amount in order to get the small product, as such that cannot be taken up to the higher level, to that of the actual plant level. So it is very necessary in order to increase in the scale, in order to increase in the amount, in order to increase in the production rate, to perform the pilot plant studies. The third reason is why we should go with the pilot plant study. If we are not conducting the pilot plant studies, it is not possible to design a large scale processing plant from laboratory data alone with any degree of success. Yes, right, very correct. It is true. Just because of the lab experiment, just because of the lab results, we cannot confirm that that will be effective at a plant level. And that is what is the reason that if we are going on performing, say, 1,000 number of experiments at the lab scale, out of these 1,000 experiment, even so, that is the reason that why particularly it is necessary to go for the pilot plant studies. The first and most important, that is the money. The second and most important, that is the scale of production. And the third and most important, that is the correlation of the laboratory results and its success to the pilot level. Then a pilot plant that can be used for what purpose? It can be used for evaluating the results of the laboratory studies and making product and process correlations and the improvements. Whenever possible, the improvement that can be carried out. The second is producing small quantities of product for sensory, chemical, microbiological evaluations. Limited marketing testing or furnishing samples to potential customers, shelf life and storage stability studies. So there is need to go through the evaluation, there is need to go through the sampling, and there is need to go through the studies. The pilot plant that will provide the data that can be used in making a decision on whether or not to proceed to a full-scale production process. And in case of a positive decision, designing and constructing a full-size plant or modifying an existing plant.